Think positive.
Welcome, or welcome back, to the Ghoul Ambrose podcast. G.A. for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself, one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called mYsTeRiOuS Joy. It's instant. It comes out of nowhere, for what's coming or for what's already here. It's unexplainable. You feel it, and it stays. For no external reason at all, it leaves you with a smile and a feeling that warms your chest. There's a certain type of joy that doesn't make sense immediately. Just a quiet feeling sitting somewhere inside you. A calmness, a warmth, something that appears randomly and stays longer than expected. And trying to understand where it came from almost makes it feel even more mysterious. Because sometimes there's no clear reason, no major event, no huge life change, yet somehow the feeling still remains. Some emotions arrive before their meaning does. Some feelings are meant to exist without being fully explained immediately. And maybe that's what makes them unforgettable. This kind of joy is subtle. It doesn't announce itself loudly. It just appears in small moments throughout the day, even before the day, driving somewhere, sitting alone, working, thinking, and suddenly there's this strange feeling of peace underneath everything. It's not perfect peace. Just enough to notice, enough to stop for a second and think, why do I feel this way? But every time an explanation tries to form, nothing fully fits. That's the interesting part. The feeling feels real, but the reason behind it stays hidden. Almost like something internal understands it before the mind does. At first, the instinct is to analyze it. Explain it, attach meaning to it. Maybe something good is coming. Maybe life is changing. Maybe it's connected to growth somehow. But the more the feeling gets examined, the more mysterious it becomes. The mind likes certainty, definitions, clear answers. But mYsTeRiOuS joy doesn't really work like that. It stays undefined. That undefined feeling makes it even more powerful. One thing that stands out about this kind of joy is how independent it feels. Usually emotions are attached to circumstances. Something happens, then comes happiness. Something changes, then comes relief. But this feels different. It feels disconnected from external events, like joy existing on its own, quietly, naturally, without needing permission from life first. And maybe that's rare. So much time gets spent waiting for peace, waiting for clarity, waiting for the future to finally feel complete enough to enjoy the present. But mYsTeRiOuS joy interrupts all of that. It appears before everything is figured out, before every answer arrives, before life becomes fully clear. Not everything needs to be solved immediately. Maybe some feelings are meant to stay unexplained for a while. There's something beautiful about mystery. Maybe the feeling doesn't need a conclusion. Maybe trying to fully understand it removes part of what makes it special in the first place. Some things arrive quietly, without explanation, without announcement. And maybe that's why this feeling lingers so heavily. Because it can't fully be defined. It just exists. Somewhere between peace and curiosity. Somewhere between comfort and mystery. And even after the feeling fades for a moment, the memory of it stays. Like something important almost revealed itself, then disappeared before it could fully be understood. Some feelings disappear once the moment ends. This one doesn't. It stays somewhere in the background of everything, even during normal moments. Part of the feeling remains, and no matter how much time passes throughout the day, it never fully leaves. Almost like it attached itself to something deeper than a temporary emotion. After a while, awareness starts changing because of the feeling. Not fully, just subtle, like unconsciously watching for something to happen, while also knowing nothing may happen at all. And that's what makes it strange. The feeling creates anticipation without revealing what's being anticipated, almost like standing in the middle of a moment that hasn't fully arrived yet. Eventually, the question starts forming. Does this feeling actually mean something? Will it eventually justify its existence somehow? Will there be a moment later where everything suddenly makes sense? Or is the feeling simply there for no reason at all? And maybe that uncertainty is what keeps the feeling alive. Because without answers, the mind keeps returning to it, trying to understand something that refuses to fully explain itself. Maybe the mystery never fully gets explained. Maybe the feeling remains undefined for a while. But maybe that's okay. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective. Maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about, because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself, stay grounded, and as always, be safe.